All right, welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Tony Fuentes. And we are having trouble with our live stream. Drew Fuentes is continuing to work on it. I think the internet's a little bit slow here, and he's trying to use our dedicated unit here to see if we can get some kind of a service to get you guys some live stream video of this game. But Parsons leads 7-0, 9:04 to play first quarter. Jace Quirin to kick it off to give the Mustangs their first chance at offense. So Quirin with a good kick. It's down about the 5-yard line, and it's going to be returned by number 1. And it's a good return. He gets it all the way out to the 30. Cam Kendrick on the tackle, but Eli Adams was the return man. So good return for the Mustangs. So they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 30. So early on in the game, Vikings looked pretty good, just running the ball down the field, and then had a nice little pass there to Jesse Jones for 20 yards to get the first score of the game. 8:54 to play, 7-0 Vikings. And the Mustangs, Landon Weed, junior quarterback, and he's emptying the backfield, and there's a flag for a false start. Drayden Ryder went out to the near side from the backfield, and there must have been 2 guys moving because they called the false start. So now it'll be 1st and 15 for the Mustangs. Again, the Vikings are without Chris Beard and Cade Brown on that defense, so there's a couple of kids that are going to have to step up tonight. But a nice tackle by Lonnie Brooks. Lonnie Brooks, we called his name a lot last week, and he continues with this dominance here. Got a sack of the quarterback there and a loss of about, might have been a loss of about 7. Shows 2nd and 19 on the board. So Weed with the ball, hands it off. And nice little gain on 2nd down there for the Mustangs. And number 44, Drayden Ryder on the pickup. So that last play had to have been 2nd and 24 because now it is 3rd and 19, and I can see the sticks across the way. So 3rd and long for the Mustangs here. Weed in to take the snap, and he was wanting to throw it. He throws it, and he connects. Number 4, Carter Hutton, senior wide receiver, picked up about 9, but it's going to be 4th and 10. So the Mustangs, in a couple of decent plays there on 2nd and 3rd down, got back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and 10, and most likely they're going to have to punt. Damian Wacker back to punt for the Mustangs. He's a junior. Jesse Jones was out on the field for the Vikings, but he runs back to the sideline. J.J. Kendrick is the only one back deep for the Vikings. So Wacker looks like he's going to kick it, and it's not a very good kick. And it takes a Viking bounce, and the Vikings will start in Iola territory at about the 42-yard line. So the Vikings with very good field position here to start their 2nd possession. 6:41 to play here, first quarter. And the Vikings are already in business on the Mustang side of the field. If they can continue to move the ball, should be a pretty short field for them here. So the Vikings come to the line. Trey Mack along with Jamarian Washington behind him. Jones and West to the near side, Kendrick to the far side. Max wanting to throw. He throws it deep, looking for Kendrick, but it is intercepted. So Mack threw it up for grabs. And it's intercepted by Corbin Cloud, junior wide receiver and defensive back. So nice defensive play there by the Mustangs to eliminate Parsons' first, what I would say, good possession drive. So now it will be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 16-yard line. So Vikings back on defense. Weed back at quarterback. And looks like a jet sweep kind of. But a fumble on the play. I'm not sure if that's caused by the ground or not. But they are not sure. They have not signaled. So it's Parsons' ball. So Parsons got on the fumble. So now 2 turnovers, 2 plays in a row. One by the Vikings and one by the Mustangs. And the Vikings have 1st and 10 at the Mustang 22-yard line. So it's almost like the interception didn't even happen. So hopefully the Vikings can punch it in here. 6:28 to play, first quarter, 7-0 Vikings. Jones and West on the near side. J.J. Kendrick, but Washington gets it, goes straight up the middle. Gains about 4 on the play. So Jamarian Washington, junior tailback that was very promising last year as a sophomore, was hobbled up a little bit with injuries throughout the year, but was overall very, very good last year as a sophomore, and he's off to a good start this year in his junior campaign. DeMonta Kendrick in the backfield as well on the 2nd down play, but Washington gets the ball. He's close to a 1st down. I want to say just a little bit short. It's going to be 3rd and probably half a yard. So 5:37 to play here, first quarter. Again, Parsons scored on their first drive. Then they held the Mustangs, then threw an interception. Then the Mustangs fumbled it. Then the Vikings got good possession again, good field position, and now they're right here, and Washington got nowhere on that play. So it's going to end up being 4th and they might have lost a yard and a half, so it's going to be 4th and 2 at the 14-yard line. So the Vikings need to get to the 12-yard line for a 1st down. Thought possibly Jace Quirin could come in here for a field goal. He kicked 2 clinching field goals last week against Lebec County. One to put him up by 7, and then the second one to pretty much ice the game. A high snap, and Washington bottled up again, and he does not get there. So the Mustangs got an interception on the last drive, and now they stopped the Vikings 3 plays in a row. Vikings had 3rd and probably a half a yard and virtually negative yards in the next 2 plays. So now the Mustangs will have the ball on their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10. 4:35 to play here, first quarter. So Weed is the quarterback. Ben Kerr, tailback in there in the backfield for the Mustangs. And it looks like the Mustangs are going to take a timeout. So let's take a timeout with them. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium in Iola, Kansas. This is Tony Fuentes. I'm joined here by Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And we got 4:35 to play here, first quarter. Vikings lead 7-0. And Iola on the move here. Quarterback trying to get out of bounds, and he picks up probably about 9 yards. Going to be just a little bit short of first down. So on 1st and 10, he picks up about 9, so it'll be 2nd and short for the Mustangs here. So the Mustangs are on their own 25-yard line. And the Vikings definitely need to get a stop here. 2nd and 1. And handoff up the middle, big hole. And easy first down pickup for Ben Curra there. So the Mustangs get their first down of the game. And the Mustangs are in business now. They're on their own 37-yard line. 4:18 to play, first quarter. Vikings lead 7-0. So again, if you just tuned in, Vikings scoring their first possession, 20-yard strike to Jesse Jones from Mack. Then they were intercepted and lost on downs, turnover on downs on the third possession. So now another false start on the Mustangs. So the Mustangs already had 3 penalties in the game. Kind of shooting themselves in the foot here a little bit. So now it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Mustangs. So the Vikings on the Mustangs' second drive was able to pick up a fumble. He had really, really good field position. Had the ball to start at the 22-yard line of the Mustangs and then failed to get a first down and turned it over on downs. And here we are in the third possession for the Mustangs. Weed takes it, throws it off to Kerr. Kerr breaks up field, picks up the 5 they lost. So now back to 2nd and 10. So good team tackle there by the Vikings. Stayed really disciplined getting to the ball there to limit the yardage there after the catch. So the Vikings now have 2nd and 10 here on their defense. Weed is the quarterback for the Mustangs. And he's wanting to throw, and nice throw, but just off the hands of Carter Hutton, senior wide receiver. I think he'd want that one back. So that'll be third and almost 10. 3rd and 9.5. So big play early in the game here for the Mustangs. 3:02 to play here, first quarter. The Mustangs just really need to get something going. They haven't struggled to move the ball. And the Vikings are wanting to get off the field on defense. Weed with it. Looking to throw. Lonnie Brooks. Nice little dump pass. And first down pickup. Now gang tackle by the Vikings. But Jake Scahan, senior, with a nice grab and a nice run after the catch. Picks up a much needed first down for the Mustangs. And now the Vikings defense going to have to stay on the field for another string of downs here. Got Mustangs ball, 1st and 10 on their own 49, close to midfield. Landon Weed, junior quarterback, wants to take it himself. Not much there. I don't think he gained anything on that play. Right at the 49, he got stopped. May even lost a few inches. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So the Mustangs with the ball. 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Parsons Vikings lead 7-0. And Weed takes the snap, throws it quick. Nice quick hitter, but there is a flag. Not sure if there's going to be some holding maybe. That was a good pass, but it's going to be wiped out by a holding penalty. So that'll be the 4th penalty now on the Mustangs. The Vikings in the past couple weeks have had quite a few penalties against them, but tonight, knock on wood, they haven't had one yet. So we're going to take it to second and 20. So it brings the Mustangs all the way back to their own 39 now. So Weed with it, fakes the handoff. Now he hands it off to Hutton. And Hutton doesn't get but maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. So Carter Hutton is a wide receiver senior that took the handoff from Weed there on that play. So it brings up a 3rd and 17 from their own 42-yard line is the Mustangs. So we're down to about a minute to play here in the first quarter. Vikings lead 7-0. Weed with it. Looking to throw, going the opposite direction. Getting chased down. And he throws it out of bounds. And defensive coach Jaron Dixon made a nice catch on the sideline. So he's looking back in his old glory days of catching some balls out there. So it's going to be a 4th and long, 4th and 17. So definitely punt situation here for the Mustangs. 49 seconds left to play first quarter. Last punt was probably a net of about 23 yards. So kicking into a little bit of a wind here at Memorial Stadium. The flag's not moving much, but earlier in the day it was blowing a little bit from that direction. And a block by the Vikings. And a pretty good roll. But after the block, the ball gets down at the 46-yard line of the Vikings. So it'll be Vikings ball, 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Now let's thank a few sponsors here while we got a little bit of time. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Home, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Dayton Zimmerman, and SEK Orthopedic. And Washington on the play, 1st and 10, picks up about 2. It'll be about 2nd and 8 for the Vikings, close to midfield. So 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. And I don't think the Vikings will have to run a play before this first quarter will end. And it looks like they are going to just let the clock run out on the first quarter. So your score at the end of the first quarter, the Parsons Vikings 7, the Iola Mustangs 0. And we're going to take it back to the studio for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium here, Iola, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here, along with Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio patching us through. And Parsons Vikings lead 7-0 as we start the second quarter with a 2nd and 7 from near midfield, about the 48.5-yard line on the Vikings side. So Trey Mack, quarterback for the Vikings, gets the ball. Quick hitter to Jesse Jones, spin move, and he's off to the races again. So Jesse Jones is going to have a 51-yarder to add to his 20-yarder. So Jesse Jones with another touchdown. So Parsons Vikings now lead 13-0. So that was a pretty quick little quick hitter, and Jesse Jones made one spin move, then made another guy miss, and he was off to the races. So with only 11 seconds gone here in the second quarter, the Vikings get on the board quickly. 13-0, Jace Quaren in for the extra point, and it appears to be good. So we have a 14-0 lead, and we're going to take it back to the KLK studio for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here at Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings lead the Iola Mustangs 14-0 on 2 Jesse Jones touchdown receptions from Trey Mack. First one was a 20-yard touchdown in the first quarter, and the second one just happened, 51-yarder here to start the second quarter. Jay Square kicks off, and the Mustangs are bringing it back. Looks like Hutton with the return. Nice tackle there by Corbin Harris for the Vikings. So 11:45 to play here, second quarter. And the Mustangs will have 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. So the Mustangs have one first down in the game. They've just been struggling to move the ball. They did turn it over once. They fumbled it right after the Vikings threw an interception to them. But the Vikings just capitalized on good field position around midfield. And we already got a flag. And we got an illegal substitution on the Mustangs. So the Mustangs, I think that's either their 5th or 6th penalty. So they just keep continuing to shoot themselves in the foot here. So 1st and 15 now from the 17-yard line. They just keep making the field longer. It's going to make it tougher on them. So first down here, Weed to take the snap, hands it off. Nice burst up the middle. Picks up the 5 yards they lost. Looks like Carter Hutton was on the carry there. And the Vikings will now face, the defense will face a 2nd and 10. Mustang offense, like I said before, continue to shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. They've had at least 5 in the game. And Weed with it. And now he hands it off. Hands it off to the tailback. Looks like Drayden Ryder on that carry. So they've had quite a few different running backs in the game. So now it looks like 3rd and about 7. The Viking defense has definitely played very well tonight. Last week, got off to kind of a sluggish start. Labette County jumped up on us 14-0. But then the Vikings took care of business on the offensive side and finished it out. Now Weed wanting to throw. And the Vikings defense plays it well. Well covered by the defense. So incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th and 7. 10:23 to play here in the second quarter. And it looks like their punter is coming onto the field. So Iola struggling to move the ball. The Vikings did have a couple of possessions where they didn't score. Had an interception on the first play in the second possession. And then couldn't convert on 4th and inches. And now a bad snap. And the punter gets it off. A nice punt. Really good punt. And it takes a Mustang roll all the way inside the 10 of the Vikings. About the 8-yard line. So that ended up being probably about a 72-yard punt. On what looked like he was going to be tackled after a bad snap. He went over to the sideline and just booted it, and it rolled. So 10:08 to play here in the second quarter. 14-0 Vikings lead. And the Vikings coming out. Looks like J.J. Kendrick, Cam Kendrick, Jesse Jones all on the far side. And West is on the near side. And Mack throws it to Jones. Jones off to the races again. Jones got one man to beat, and he's gone. And Jones is going to go all the way. This is going to be a 93-yard, 92 according to the scoreboard. So 92-yard touchdown reception by Jesse Jones. So Jesse Jones continues with a really, really good night here for the Vikings. So 9:51 to play, second quarter. Score is 20-0, and Jace Quirin coming in to attempt the extra point. So Jace Quirin has kicked very well this year after missing last year with a broken leg. And it is good. So the score is 21-0 Vikings. 9:51 to play, second quarter. Let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Welcome back. Iola, Kansas, Memorial Stadium. Tony Fuentes here. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And Parsons Vikings are up 21-0. 9:51 to play here in the second quarter. All on the arm of Trey Mack and the reception and legs of Jesse Jones. So Jesse Jones now with 3 touchdowns here in the first half. 20-yarder, a 51-yarder, and a 92-yarder. And Jace Quirin to kick off. And a good kick. Goes all the way almost to the goal line. And it is returned by Eli Adams. Adams with a little bit of space gets up to about the 26-yard line, it looks like. So a couple of helmets came flying off on that return there. Some hard hitting going on. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs It looks like the 27-yard line. So the Vikings really haven't taken a deep pass. It's just been a lot of basically line of scrimmage passes to Jesse Jones, and then he just makes a man miss, and then he just off to the races every time. So on the second touchdown, he made a little bit of a spin move, but on that last one, he just kind of just took off through down the left side, and nobody could catch him. And another penalty by the Mustangs here. So the Mustangs are just really, really struggling just to even get a play snapped. I think they've had a penalty on every single possession. That's at least 6 penalties, if not more. Just continuing to shoot themselves in the foot and just make these 1st and 10s to 1st and 15s right off the bat. This is the 3rd time in a row. So Weed with it, hands it off to about the 5th running back that's handled the ball, Trey Wilson, freshman wide receiver, with that handoff. And he picked up maybe a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Officially, just heard over the intercom it was no gain, so 2nd and 15 here instead of 2nd and 14. So Landon Weed back, quarterback, looking to throw. Tries to get to the freshman again, Trey Wilson. It's incomplete. It's a beautiful evening here in Iola. Temperatures probably upper 70s, lower 80s. Just really nice breeze. Beautiful night for Friday night football. So 3rd and 15 upcoming for the Mustangs. The Mustangs in desperate need of anything positive to get themselves down the field here. Parsons defense has been helping themselves out by getting off the field quickly. They're staying pretty fresh, the defense side of the ball. And nice little quick hitter to Drayden Ryder, and he's taken down immediately for no gain or possibly even a loss on the play. So it's going to be 4th and 16 for the Mustangs. And Jesse Jones and J.J. Kendrick are going back deep for the Vikings. And J.J. Kendrick's probably out there telling Jesse Jones, he's like, man, let me catch one. Jones is taking all the highlights tonight. 3 touchdowns tonight by Jesse Jones from Trey Mack. And a punt here. And this one is landed about midfield. And it is going to be down right, just short of midfield. So the Vikings will have 1st and 10 at the Mustang 49.5-yard line. 8:04 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Pretty much all Vikings, 21-0 here in the first half. And Vikings offense. Trey Mack comes in with the play. Play clock's running down, about 12 seconds now on the play clock. Washington in the backfield. Trey Mack hands it off to Washington, straight up the middle. Jamarion Washington picks up almost 9 yards on the very first play of this drive. So Washington, on probably the first 4 or 5 plays of the game for the Vikings, ran the ball probably 25, 30 yards to kind of set up the Jesse Jones first touchdown. And then the other two just been kind of a just short pitch and catch between Mack and Jones, and Jones doing all the work with his legs. So 2nd and 2 for the Mustang 41, 7:27 to play here in the first half. Mack back Takes it, hands it off to Washington. Washington gets nowhere. Nice tackle there by number 15, Kyler Middlemeyer. He's a senior. So good play there on defense by the Mustangs. And the Mustangs had a nice stand there on the third drive of the Vikings. Whenever we got the ball to start on their 22, they stepped us on 3rd and 4th down, so they do have some run stoppers. 6:46 to play here, 21-0 Vikings lead. Davis West, near side. Jones, Kendrick, and Kendrick, top side. And almost dropped, but somehow J.J. Kendrick ended up catching it off his own bobble. And he picks up about 15 yards there on that 3rd down play. So it'll be 1st and 10 Vikings from the Mustang 27-yard line. .6:16 to play here, first half. Vikings lead 21-0. Trey Mack, Washington, tailback behind him, hands it to Washington. Washington straight up the middle. Nice run by Washington. Gets all the way down to about the 10-yard line. So pick up about 17 on that play. So I'll move the sticks. It's just outside the 10, so it will not be 1st and goal. Be 1st and 10 from about the 11 and a half, 12-yard line. Yeah, it looks like we have another timeout on the field. So let's take a timeout with them. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here. I'm at Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. The Parsons Vikings are taking on the Iola Mustangs. Parsons Vikings lead 21-0 at the 5:47 mark here, the 2nd quarter. And the Vikings are threatening to score again. 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line. And looks like some miscommunication and a sack. Actually, he might have handed it off to Washington. Washington might have picked up a couple yards after the takedown of Mack there. So it's going to be maybe 1st and 15. So probably not the worst thing that's happened to the Vikings is a 5-yard loss on that play. So 5:20 and counting left here in the first half. Trey Mack getting the play in from Coach Scheibe. Officially it says 2nd and 16 on the board. And the Vikings are taking a lot of time here, and I think they're going to take a timeout. So timeout Vikings. So you got 21-0 Vikings, 4:56 play first half. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, live at Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings lead 21-0 over the Iola Mustangs. And the Vikings are facing a 2nd and 16 from the Mustang 18-yard line. Got Trey Mack, Myron Washington in the pistol. Got Davis West. Got something going on with Washington's uniform. The ref stopped play and sent him to the sideline. DeMonta Kendrick checks in for him. So Mack tosses it to Kendrick. Kendrick on the right side looking to pick up some yards, and he does. He picks up about 6 or 7 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and probably 9. They didn't give him quite as good a spot as I thought they were going to give him. So 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings. Kendrick's coming, hobbling off the field a little gimpy. And Riley Baker, Trey Mack come running back out. Cam Kendrick also exits the field. 4:15 to play here in the first half. Vikings lead 21-0. Trey Mack, Jamarian Washington behind him. Fakes the handoff, throws it to Riley Baker, and Riley Baker catches a touchdown from Trey Mack. So Riley Baker is the backup quarterback. Usually does a really good job throwing it down the field, but this time he catches a 12-yard touchdown pass. With 3:59 to play here in the second quarter. So the Vikings now extend the lead to 27-0. And Jace Quirin in to attempt the extra point. Jace Quirin gets this. J.J. Kendrick puts it down, and Quirin gets it through. So 28-0. And the Vikings have extended their lead. So 3:59 to play here in the first half. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, live from Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. The Vikings lead 28-0. 3:59 to play here in the first half. And the Vikings will kick it off to the Mustangs here. So the Vikings have scored 4 touchdowns tonight. 3 by Jesse Jones, 1 by Riley Baker. All 4 touchdowns were thrown by Trey Mack. So Trey Mack continues to have a great season. Jesse Jones is kind of warming up his season too. He had a couple of big catches last week. And so here we are, the kickoff. 3:59 to play here in the second quarter. Jace Quirin kicks it deep. And received it about the 5. And nice tackle by the Vikings. Crowd him around the 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 25. So I did get a score from the Labette County Pittsburgh. Labette County was up 6-0 at the end of the first quarter, but Pittsburgh has put 2 touchdowns on the board, so it's 14-6 Pittsburgh over Labette County. Labette County's kind of on a bad losing streak currently. Parsons has had one of those in the last few years, so it's kind of disheartening. So the Mustangs here And I don't know what happened there, but Lonnie Brooks just kind of waltzed into the backfield there, and I don't think there was any kind of false start, so that might be the first penalty on the Vikings of the game. So I don't think that penalty is going to hurt too much. The Vikings up 28-0, 3:53 to play here, second quarter. And the Mustangs now have a 1st and 5. So man in motion, and he gets the ball. And it's Carter Hutton. Carter Hutton with a little bit of room picks up a 1st down. So that'll be the second 1st down of the game for the Mustangs. So 3:43 and counting. Mustangs ball at their own 40-yard line. And Weed with it, and false start. So probably the 8th or 9th penalty now on the Mustangs. I think they've had 1st and 15 at least 4 times in this game. It's continued just to not be on the same page on offense. It's just been really, really keeping them from opening the playbook and doing a lot of different things. Vikings helped them out on that last downs right there and gave them a 1st and 5, and they picked up a 1st down, but now they're faced with a 1st and 15. Quick pass, incomplete. Weed intended for the freshman Trey Wilson. So 3:20 to play here in the first half. So Vikings now have a second and 15 here for their defense. So defense can try to ramp up and get in the backfield here. Weed with it. Hands it off to the freshman again, Wilson. Nice pickup there on 2nd down. He picks up almost 10. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will have the ball at their own 45-yard line with 3rd and 5. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. So junior quarterback Landon Weed with the handoff to the freshman again. This freshman looks pretty good. So that wasn't the freshman there. That was Corbin Cloud. He's a junior wide receiver on that carry. 2.5 to play here in the first half. Mustangs are on the Vikings side of the field. And Weed looking to throw. And had an open receiver, just couldn't hit him. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. And we got some flags on the sideline. Not sure what the flag was or who it was on. So we got unsportsmanlike conduct on the Vikings. Not sure what happened over there, but something happened on the Vikings sideline. So it moves the Mustangs all the way down to the Viking 33-yard line. So that's a big penalty there. So the Vikings only been penalized twice in the game, both on this drive, so for 20 yards. So handoff to Drayden Ryder, and he picks up maybe a yard on 1st down, so it'll be 2nd and 9. So 2:02 to play here. Clock running down here in the first half. Vikings lead 28-0. Mustangs are yet to score, but they're driving here. And Weed takes the snap, looking to go deep, and he goes all the way to the end zone. He got a wide open, and he throws a touchdown. Eli Adams, senior wide receiver, with a nice touchdown grab, much needed for the Mustangs as they were getting blown out here. So now it's 28-6. Let's see if the Mustangs will go for one or two. So minute 38 to go here in the first half. And they will attempt an extra point. And it is good. So the score now is 28-7. Parsons Vikings lead with 1:38 to play here in first half. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, live at Memorial Stadium in Iola, Kansas. The Parsons Vikings lead the Iola Mustangs 28-7. Got a minute and 38 seconds before halftime. So the Iola Mustangs just had a nice little drive there. 32-yard touchdown pass from Landon Weed to Eli Adams to cut into that 28-0 Viking lead. So now it looks like Adams will be the one kicking off to the Vikings. And it's a short kick. Jesse Jones does a fair catch at around the 30-yard line. Not sure if he meant to do the fair catch, because I think he kind of had some room there to run. So a minute 38 to play here in the first half. Vikings got plenty of time to go down and try to score again here in the first half. Trey Mack brings in the play. And Riley Baker lined up as a tight end here on first down. Washington in the backfield. Trey Mack looking to throw. Throws quick to J.J. Kendrick. J.J. Kendrick may be off to the races. Nice catch by Kendrick, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. 70-yard touchdown for J.J. Kendrick. So just that easy, the Vikings get that 7 points they just gave up on defense back. So the Vikings now currently lead 34-7. So it took 12 seconds there to J.J. Kendrick to take it 70 yards. Jay Squarin lined up for the extra point. And bad snap, and Kendrick's going to throw it. Nope, he's just going to run it. And he may have gotten in. They're going to say no. So the extra point is no good. So 1:26 to play here in the second quarter, 34-7 Vikings. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here. Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings lead the Iola Mustangs 34-7. 1:26 to play here in the first half. And we had 2 touchdowns in the last 12 seconds. So the Mustangs scored with 1:38 to play here in the first half. And then the Vikings just scored on a 70-yarder to J.J. Kendrick at 1:26 mark. And looks like Adams on the return here. Nice return for the Mustangs. And he gets about to the 45. So about a 40-yard return there for the Mustangs. 1:17 to play here in the first half. So Eli Adams continuing to have a very good game for the Mustangs. So he's been kicking the ball, running the ball, catching the ball. Been doing a lot of things for him. He is a senior wide receiver for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs have about 1:17 here before, yeah, it looks like we have an injured Mustang on the field, actually an injured Viking. And he's up on his feet, so he's going to be fine. So while we got a little bit of a break here, let's thank some sponsors. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Home, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, and on 1st and 10, nothing doing there. Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Dan Zimmerman, and SEK Orthopedic. So a loss of 2 on first down for the Mustangs. Right at a minute to play here in the first half. So 2nd and 12 upcoming for the Mustangs, and they're not in a big hurry. They're still in the huddle, just break the huddle with 45 seconds. Still 20 seconds left on the play clock. And they just now snap it. Handoff up the middle, nice run on 2nd and 12, about a 15-yard pickup. So 27 seconds left to play here in the first half. About a 15-yard pickup there by junior Drayden Ryder. And Iola takes a timeout. So 27 seconds left. Vikings lead 34-7. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here at Memorial Stadium in Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings with the 34-7 lead over the Iola Mustangs. 27 seconds left here in the first half. And the Mustangs just picked up 15 yards on the last play, so they took a timeout. And Landon Weed throws on the run. Nice little catch, but he must have had his knee down. So the clock is going to continue to run because he didn't pick up a first down. It's 9 yards on the play. So they're having to hurry up. Now they got 12 seconds. And Weed takes the snap. And he's looking to go deep. And he throws a nice pass. I don't know why he didn't go out of bounds. But now its clock is down to zeros. Wow, if he would have went out of bounds. Uh-oh, there is a flag on the field. So the clock went to 0, but if there's a flag, they could try to kick a, because it'd be a dead ball foul. They could possibly kick a field goal here at the end of the game because you can't end on a penalty. So let's see who it's on there. They're looking to the sideline. Not sure who the penalty's on, but I'm guessing it's on the Vikings because Iola's looking like they're going to try to kick a short field goal here. Dead ball foul against the Vikings. One on untimed down. So let's see what Iola chooses to do. See if they go for the touchdown or go for the 3 points. And it appears like they're going to try to kick a field goal here. So all the way down to the 5-yard line. So the Mustangs are going to attempt a short field goal here. Eli Adams to attempt it, and it is blocked. It is blocked. So the halftime score, Vikings 34, Iola Mustangs 7. And let's take it back to the station for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back for the Eye Care Associates halftime report. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here. And we're here for the Eye Care Associate halftime. And we're going to break down the first half scoring. At the 9:04 mark in the first quarter, Jesse Jones caught a 20-yard touchdown pass from Trey Mack. And an extra point by Jace Quinn. Vikings led 7-0. In the second quarter, the very first play of the second quarter, Jesse Jones again caught a pass, 51-yarder this time from Trey Mack, and then extra point by Jace Quinn, 14-0. And then a couple minutes later, Jesse Jones a 92-yarder, and Jace Quinn extra point for a 21-0 lead. And then at the 3:59 mark, Riley Baker, our backup quarterback, playing tight end tonight, caught a 12-yard touchdown pass to make it 28-0. And then just a couple minutes later, the Mustangs, Eli Adams, caught a beautiful pass from quarterback Landon Weed for a 32-yard touchdown to get the Mustangs on the board, 28-7. And then literally 12 seconds later, J.J. Kendrick had a 70-yard touchdown pass from Trey Mack. And then bad snap on the PAT, so the Vikings lead 34-7 at halftime. So the Vikings had a pretty easy win week one, defeating Prairie View, scoring 56 points in that game. And then last week against Labette County, kind of struggled at the beginning, went down 14-0. Then the Vikings hung in there, came back and won that game, scoring 39 points in that game. So now they're on the board for 34 already tonight. So the Vikings are over 100 points already in the 3 games combined, and they still have a second half here in Iola. And the Vikings will be at home the next 2 weeks. Next week will be homecoming game against the Baxter Springs Lions. And then the following week after that, they'll be at home as well against the Riverton Rams, which we haven't played Riverton in quite some time. And then the Vikes will travel to Galena, and then we'll have another home game against Frontenac, and then we'll go on the road to Columbus. So Vikings have a couple home games next couple weeks, and then we'll have some tough ones down the road at the end of the season. But for right now, we just need to worry about the second half and try to finish this game. Vikings have a pretty comfortable lead here, 34-7. And let's take it back to the station let's go for a 2-minute break. And you're listening to Viking football on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back. Memorial Stadium, Iola, Kansas. Getting ready to start the second half. Parsons Vikings lead 34-7 over the Iola Mustangs. And while we got a little bit of time here before they start the second half, let's go down our sponsors one more time as we finish up the Eye Care Associate halftime. Our sponsors are Labette Community College, Forbes Hoppen Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Law Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Dan Zimmerman, and SEK Orthopedic. And our live stream sponsor is Wood Insurance Center. And they put a little bit of time back on the clock. So let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back and get the second half started. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Iola, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And the Vikings will be kicking off to the Iola Mustangs here to start the second half. And I just got word that the Labette County Grizzlies have a tie ball game, 14-14 at the half, versus the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. So Labette County playing tough against the SEK foe Pittsburgh. And Jace Quirin with the ball on the tee, set to kick off the second half here. And Quirin to kick it deep. Nice end over end kick all the way almost to the goal line. It looks like Eli Adams bringing it back for the Mustangs. Eli Adams still on his feet. Wow, if he can get a blocker, he might be able to go the distance, but he gets bottled up about the 45, so about the second time that Eli Adams has had a really good return. That time bringing it up to the 45. So good field position to start the second half for the Iola Mustangs. 11:46 to play here in the third quarter. And junior quarterback Landon Weed will take it himself. And sorry, Weed is out of the game. That is freshman Trey Wilson on the carry there. So I don't know if Landon Weed may be injured, but he is not on the field. I can see him on the sideline here. And Trey Wilson continues to stay in at quarterback, along with Drayden Ryder, Jr. And Ryder's going to take it this time. And he picks up a couple. So it's going to be about third and 5. So it was 2nd and 7. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. So right at midfield. So the Mustangs with 3rd and 5 at their own, at midfield stripe. And quarterback Landon Weed goes back in now. I'm not sure why he set up his first two plays there, but freshman came in and took a couple of snaps and had 2 runs and equaled 5 yards. So now Weed to throw, and he's going to run it. And he got really close to picking up a first down there. He might be just a little bit short. I think he stepped out of bounds just before. Now they gave him a spot way back, so only about a 2-yard pickup. So it looks like 4th and 3. Man, I sure thought he got closer to the first down marker than that, but the referee here on the near side was right on top of it. Oh no. Might be a false start on the Mustangs, and sure enough. So now what was 4th and 3 is now going to be 4th and 8. So it continues to get a little bit worse for the Mustangs here. And looks like the punt team is coming in. And freshman Trey Wilson is back as the punter. Mustangs kind of trying to figure out what's going on here, but they are in punt formation. Wilson has it, and he punts it. Good punt. Takes a really good Mustang bounce. Goes all the way down to about the 16-yard line. So the Parsons Vikings will have their first possession, 1st and 10, from their own 16. And Jesse Jones was back there to try to receive it, but it landed short and took an awkward bounce, so he wasn't able to pick it up to return it. So Parsons continues with their starters. Trey Mack coming in with the play call. Jamarian Washington backfield. Davis West and Jesse Jones on the near side. J.J. Kendrick on the far side. Mack with it. Quick throw, and it's off the ground, so incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 10:15 to play, 3rd quarter. So if you're just now listening in, the Vikings had 4 touchdowns before the Mustangs finally scored a touchdown, and then J.J. Kendrick 12 seconds later scored another one, so makes the score 34-7 Vikings. So Jamarian Washington with the ball picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Got a shoe tackle there. Officially, I think it's 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 for the Vikings from their own 20. So Matt coming in with the play call. 18 seconds left on the play clock. 9:40 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Jamarian Washington behind Mack. Mack looking to throw, throws it deep, and it's incomplete. The Vikings most likely will have to punt from deep in their own territory here. 9:27 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 4th and 7 from their own 20. And Chase Quaren back in punt formation. So Vikings with some personnel change here. So Chase Quaren punt. Gets it off. A nice punt. And nice received by Adams. Nope, it's the freshman Wilson. Wilson returns it close to midfield. See where they spot it. Just shy of midfield. So it'll be the 49-yard line on the Mustang side. So Mustangs have great field position here. Start their 2nd drive here of the 2nd half. Let's see what they choose to do. See if they come out running or if they're going to throw it. Weed in the backfield. And he hands it off. And man, Lonnie Brooks got there quick. About a 7-yard loss. So Lonnie Wilson had a big week last week, had a really good loss of yardage here early in the game, and then another one here. Both times about a 7 or 8 yard loss. So he continues to play well. And Ben Kerr was trying to do a little jet sweep there from the far side wide receiver spot and came across, and Lonnie Brooks was right there and met him as soon as he got the ball. And now Landon Weed is tackled right away. And Malik Ferguson was on the stop there. So the Vikings with 2 really, really good defensive plays to start this drive. 3rd and 16 now for the Mustangs. 8:14 and counting here in the third quarter. Eli Adams here on the near side for the Mustangs. Quarterback Landon Weed takes the snap, looking to throw. He had a man wide open, but he threw an interception. And that is intercepted by Trey Ginder. Trey Ginder with a nice interception there for the Vikings. So now the Vikings will start this possession in Mustang territory at about the 48-yard line. So I'm not sure that Carter Hutton was wide open, probably about a 1.5 yards to the south of where he threw the ball. If he had thrown it to him, he probably could have picked up a first down. But instead he threw it a little bit north, and Trey Ginder was there to catch it. So 7:53 to play, third quarter, 34-7 Vikings. Trey Mack, 2 in the backfield. He's got Kendrick and Washington. Washington gets it, and there's no gain. He might have lost a couple on this one. So early on, Washington was able to get to the line of scrimmage and pick up some yards, but he's been getting bottled up quite a bit. The rush defense by the Mustangs have been pretty good. Most of the Vikings' big plays have been on just screen passes, just nice little wide receiver, just quick hitters, and make one guy miss, and then they're off to the races. So 2nd and 11, and a fumble. Mack trying to hand off to Washington. I don't think Washington knew he was getting the ball, and the ball hit the ground, and there's no gain on the play. So luckily Trey Mack jumped right back on top of it. So it'll be 3rd and 11 from just past midfield at the 49-yard line on the Mustang side. 6:45 to play. Trey Mack coming in with the play call. Davis West, near side. J.J. Kendrick up on top. Trey Mack take it. Looking at West, and now he throws way over the top. I don't think J.J. Kendrick and him are on the same page, because he threw it about 10 yards over his head. Riley Baker was in the area, but it overthrew him by several yards as well. So this is going to bring up 4th and 11 here midfield. And they bring Jace Quern in for a punt again. So the Mustangs on the first 2 drives by the Vikings have stuffed them. Vikings unable to get a first down on either one of their first 2 possessions. And Quern gets off a kick, and it's a short one. And it goes out of bounds, probably on about a 16-yard punt. So it'll be 32-yard line for the Mustangs to start this possession. So both teams struggling here in the second half. Each team has had the ball twice, and neither team has moved it even for a first down yet. So 4 possessions, 0 first downs by the 2 teams combined here in the second half. And about 6 minutes of clock burned. So 6:18 to play here in the third quarter. So the Mustangs with the ball. Quarterback Landon Weed takes the snap, looking to throw, and throws it to the sideline. Nice catch. Nice catch by Kyler Middlemeyer, senior wide receiver. Middlemeyer, that's his second catch of the night. So he just kind of was sneakily down the sideline, was just barely in bounds and caught it to get over the midfield stripe. So a 1st and 10 from the Viking 48. Go the Mustangs. Now Weed, the man in motion, and nothing doing on this play. Well, he bounced off the first initial tackler, picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play. So Drayden Ryder, ball carrier on that play. 5:29 to play, third quarter. Quarterback Landon Weed. And he's wanting to change the play. And there's a flag. Offsides on the defense. So Parsons helped the Mustangs out a little bit here. So instead of 2nd and 8, it's going to be 2nd and 3. So the Vikings continue to lead 34-7. There's been no score here in the second half. 5:05 to play here in the third quarter. Quarterback Landon Weed on the throw. Got Middlemeyer again. So Middlemeyer now with 2 nice, about 14, 15-yard gains on this drive. So the Mustangs are moving the ball in their third possession of the second half. 4:56 to play here, third quarter. Parsons Vikings lead 34-7. There must have been a penalty, I'm sorry. Completely missed that, so there's a penalty on the play. So it brings the ball clear back on the Mustang side to the 49, so it's 2nd and 13. Now quarterback Landon Weed looking to throw deep. He gets a man, but it is overthrown. Cam Kendrick actually had a chance to intercept that. So now 4:39 to play here, third quarter. Vikings continue to lead 34-7. Third and 13 coming up for the Mustangs. Mustangs had some things going there and shot themselves again in the foot with another penalty. What would have been a nice first down play. Middlemeyer got called back because of a holding. So now they're facing 3rd and 13 from their own 49. And intercepted. Looks like Marion Ryan. Marion Ryan with a nice athletic play there. Intercepted it right near midfield and bringing it back about 4 or 5 yards. So it'll be Parsons Vikings ball at the Mustang 47. So the Vikings defense continue to make big plays to keep the Mustangs at bay. And 34-7 is your current score. 4:32 to play, third quarter. Trey Mack and Washington in the pistol with, looks like West and Jones near side, Kendrick up top. Oh, Washington. Big hole up the middle, but he fumbled it. And I don't know if we got it. Can't tell. I'm not sure how Sam Brewer got down the field as fast as Jamarian Washington. But Sam Brewer recovered that for the Vikings. Big play right there by Brewer to keep this possession alive. Vikings 1st and 10 from the Mustang 28. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Mack looking to throw. Now he steps up. Still wanting to throw. Now he throws an interception. Oh, he dropped it. What should have been an interception. He threw it right to the defender. And he had it in his hands, and I think he was looking to run before he caught it. So 3:45 to play. 2nd and 10. Mustang 28-yard line. Vikings lead 34-7. West and Jones coming near side. Washington behind Mack. J.J. Kendrick up top. Washington with the carry. Nice carry on 2nd and 10. Almost a first down, I believe. Yep, sure enough, they're moving the sticks. So it'll be 1st and 10 Vikings. 3:36 and counting. So the Vikings punch it in here. Pretty much call it a game, because Mustangs are just having trouble scoring. Vikings haven't had much success here in the second half, but they're on a decent drive right now. Down at about the 17-yard line of the Mustangs, and Washington on the carry. Gets all the way down to about the 5. Jamarian Washington. Nice run there on first down. So another, I think they gave him 11 yards on the last carry and 11 yards on this carry. So two plays in a row, Washington picks up 11 yards. And we got a timeout, Mustangs. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, live from Memorial Stadium here in Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings lead 34-7 over the Iola Mustangs. 2:57 to play here in the third quarter. Vikings knocking on the door again. Have a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And Washington behind Mack. And Washington's going to get the carry. And he's close to the goal line. I just don't think he got quite to the goal line. Probably 2nd and inches. Yep, definitely inside the 1. 2nd down for the Vikings. And we got an injured Viking. So let's take another 30-second break for the injury. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
In the third quarter, Vikings lead 34-7. My guess is this will be either a quarterback keeper or Washington carry, and it's a Washington carry. Goes in standing up. So Jamarion Washington with the touchdown. Extends the lead to 40-7, and Jace Querin coming in for the extra point. I'm not sure how it works on the, if you're up by 30, if it's a running clock or not. We're going to find out probably here at the kickoff, is my guess. So Jace Querin, J.J. Kendrick the hold. Nice. And it is blocked. It was a good snap, good hold, but nice block by Carter, freshman. He's been all over the field tonight, doing really good. So the Vikes lead 40-7, so they missed the last two PATs. But 40-7 should ensue a running clock. We will see if the referees signal up to the booth to do that.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Touchdown pass, then 21-0 with a 92-yard touchdown pass, all by Jesse Jones. And Riley Baker caught a touchdown pass from Trey Mack to make it 28-0. And then the Mustangs scored, made it 28-7. J.J. Kendrick, 70-yard touchdown to make it 34-7. Now Jamarion Washington with a half-yard run to make it 40-7. And Jace Querin set to kick it off for the Vikings. And we'll see if they end up doing a running clock or not. But with this win, the Vikings will probably start the season off 3-0. Pretty good start for the season, and have a couple of home games coming up that have some promise behind them before going into three really, really tough games at the end of the season. So Iola with a nice return again. The Vikings special teams need to kind of work on their kickoff coverage, because they've had a pretty good return every time on us. So the Mustangs will have 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. And junior quarterback Landon Weed back, looking to throw. Nice little halfback toss. Nice pickup, close to a first down on first down here. Catch was made by Cortland Carson. He's a sophomore. So 9-yard pickup. Takes us down inside 2 minutes here in the third quarter. So quarterback and Landon Weed has Cortland Carson to his side as his tailback. And nice pass, but just a little bit low. Trying to hit Adams on the crossing route there. So 1:53 left, third quarter. And 2nd and 10 now for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs, 2nd and 10 from their own 44. And handoff. And it's the freshman, Trey Wilson, on the carry. Pick up about 3 or 4 on the carry. And that's going to bring up third down, third and 7, I believe, from the 47-yard line. Scoreboard says 3rd and 6. That changed it, 3rd and 7. So I'm looking straight down the line here for the Mustangs. And quarterback Landon Weed to take the snap. Hands it off quick. And Cortland Carson gets stood up right at midfield by several Vikings. So 49-yard line on the Mustang side. We'll bring up a 4th and 5. And we're winding down to the last few seconds of the third quarter. So 4th and 5 here for the Mustangs. And Landon Weed takes a snap, looking to throw. Might run it himself, now he's throwing it. Nice catch on the sideline by Adams. Adams continued to have a pretty good game here for the Mustangs. So it'll be a 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs, but I think it's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter. So your score at the end of the third quarter is Parsons Vikings 40, Iola Mustangs 7. So let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
One touchdown in the first quarter. Both were by the Vikings. So Iola will have 1st and 10 at the Viking 37-yard line. Junior quarterback Landon Weed back to pass, looking to throw deep. He got a man, but he just overthrows him by about a half a step. So had a man wide open, but just missed him. For some reason, the clock continues to stop. I'm not sure if they're not doing a 30 by 30 running clock or not. So 2nd and 10 from their Viking 37-yard line. And Carter, ball carrier. And nothing doing there. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Mustangs. Looks like 3rd and 8 from the Viking 35. Mustangs not in any hurry to get the ball snapped here, doesn't look like. Clock down to about 11:15 here in the 4th quarter. Landon Weed, nice pass to the freshman. Trey Wilson continues to have a good game for the Mustangs. So he's been the bright spot. Adams and Wilson have been the bright spot for the Mustangs. As the Mustangs are driving down here, they're at about the Viking 24-yard line. 1st and 10. And handoff to Cortland Carson. Carson with about a 4-yard pickup here on 1st down. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 20. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Iola Mustangs trying to get back on the board for the 2nd time. And Lonnie Brooks chasing quarterback. A nice pass on 2nd and 6, and looks like it picks up a 1st down. So it'll be first down Mustangs. So 9:34 to play. So 1st and goal from the 10. Mustangs knocking on the door for their 2nd score. Hand off to Wilson. And the freshman gets bottled up at about the 7-yard line, gets pushed back. So no give up here for the Mustangs. They're trying to score here. So just under 9 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Nice pass from Weed to Cortland Carson, and he scores a touchdown. So sophomore Cortland Carson gets in the end zone for the Iola Mustangs to cut the lead to 40-13. So 8:32 to play here in the 4th quarter. Cortland Carson on a 10-yard scamper there. So Adams in to attempt the extra point. Senior Eli Adams with the kick. Kick was good, but I think it was a false start on the Mustangs. So that's going to back him up 5 yards. So Adams will attempt the extra point from about the 15, so it'll be about 25-yard extra point. Another flag. I think that one's offsides, maybe on the Vikings. So they're going to get the 5 yards back. So now, after the penalty by the Vikings, they'll be back to the original spot for an extra point. And Adams for the extra point is, it's good. That makes your score 40-14. Vikings lead the Mustangs. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Vikings playing the Iola Mustangs. And we have 8:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Parsons Vikings lead 40-14. And the Mustangs will be kicking off to the Vikings. So Adams will kick it off for the Mustangs. Senior Eli Adams has caught a touchdown pass, kicked 2 extra points, and had a couple of pretty good punts. So Vikings on the return here, and a decent return to about the 26, 27-yard line. And the Vikings will take over 1st and 10. Looks like he got all the way up to the 30. So 30-yard line for the Vikings. 8:22 to play, fourth quarter. The Vikings continue to lead 40-14. So let's see what the Vikings choose to do here. Trey Mack. Still in at quarterback, and nice run here on first down. Nice run on first down by Corbin Harris. Corbin Harris with a nice carry for the Vikings. This is the first time I've seen him in at tailback. So the Vikings now 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So Corbin Harris is listed as a sophomore offensive lineman linebacker. But he continues to be in the backfield. And this handoff goes to Cam Kendrick. And Cam Kendrick, on a little jet sweep, picks up another first down. So Parsons with 2 plays here on this drive, both of them first downs. Clock is at 7:21. Trey Mack bringing in the play. Corbin Harris stays in the game as tailback. J.J. Kendrick on the near side. Corbin Harris the ball, and there's a flag. It's a nice run by Corbin Harris, but there is a flag on the holding on the Vikings. So at the 6:53 mark, there's a penalty on the Vikings. Let's go back up the Vikings all the way on their side of the field to about the 46. So we're looking at 1st and 20. So Riley Baker comes into the game. He may be coming in to play quarterback this time. Sure enough, Riley Baker in the backfield. Baker hands off to Corbin Harris. Harris, nice carry again on 1st down here. I'm not sure where this kid came from, but man, he's got a head full of steam and he is running hard. That's his 3rd run, and all of them went for over 10 yards. Actually marked it as an 8-yard gain, so 2nd and 12. From the Iola 46. So Riley Baker, quick pass out to Jesse Jones. Jones makes the first guy miss, and then he gets tackled up near 1st down, just depending on the spot. 5:45 to play, and it'll be 1st down, Vikings. So 1st and 10 Vikings from the Mustang 34. So Riley Baker in at quarterback. Corbin Harris behind him. Jones on the near side. Corbin Harris, ball carrier, picks up about 5. Corbin Harris continues to run hard for the Vikings. So it'll be about 2nd and 6 from the Mustang 30. 4:55 to play here in the ball game. Riley Baker looking to throw. Throws it, and it's intercepted. Nice interception here by the freshman Wilson. Man, this kid is going to be something else. He's had a heck of a ball game. Freshman Trey Wilson has been on all over the field. Nice interception there. Riley Baker was trying to force it in out there on the near sideline to Davis West, and Wilson just jumped it and intercepted it. So 4:25 to play. And the turnover will be Mustang ball at their own 43-yard line. So the Vikings lead 40-14. And it looks like a lot of freshmen and sophomores coming into the game for the Vikings. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And not sure what's going on here. Might be a timeout. So we got a timeout on the Vikings, so let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during Couples Court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome back. Iola, Kansas, Tony Fuentes here. And Mustangs play on first down. Nice little running play by number 4, Carter Hutton. Pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. So right around 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And there's some people starting to look for the exit. So right at midfield, the Mustangs will have 2nd and 3. And a little running play here. And gets the edge. A nice tackle by the Vikings. But it is a first down pickup. Corbin Cloud is the ball carrier. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And we have a timeout by the Mustangs. So let's take another break. 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here in Iola, Kansas. Parsons Vikings up 40-14 over the Iola Mustangs. 3:34 to play here, fourth quarter. Mustangs with the ball in Viking territory at about the 40-yard line. And hand off on the inside to Middlemeyer. Nope. That was the Corbin Cloud. So Corbin Cloud with a nice pickup there on first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Viking 23-yard line. So the Mustangs now with a 1st and 10. Chance to go down and score here. Viking with a 26-point lead here. Have most of the freshmen and sophomores in there on defense. So Cortland Carson with the ball carry there. Picks up about, looks like about 7 or 8 on first down. Yep, sure enough, 8 yards, 2nd and 2 from the 15-yard line. .256 and counting here. Mustangs have a 2nd and 2 here from their own, or Viking 15, sorry. Now the freshman Wilson with the carry, picks up the first down. The Mustangs with a lot of younger players here have a pretty bright future. So 2:27 to play here in the ball game. Landon Weed, quarterback, hands it off. And jet sweep, and wow, what a hit. So about ran over the Vikings player. Carter Hutton was the ball carrier. So just under 2 minutes to play here in the ball game. Mustangs trying to get one more score before this game's over. And looks like maybe we got an injured player on the field. Let's take it back to the stage.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
9-yard line. Handoff on the inside, but nothing doing there. Tried to get the cloud on a little sneaky little handoff, but it didn't work. So now we're down to 1:25. And Landon Weed trying to throw it. Throws it out in the flat. Nice catch there. Looked like Cortland Carson, but I'm not sure. Sure enough, Cortland Carson on the reception. And very minimal pickup there. So I think it's going to be, should be 4th and goal. I can't tell. Yep, 4th and goal from the 9. So we're down inside 45 seconds now. And Adams on to attempt a field goal. And there's a flag on the play. So delay a game is the call versus Iola. So I'm not sure if they're going to let the play count or what happened, because he missed the field goal. My guess is that if it's a delay of game, it'll still be Iola's ball, 4th and goal from the 14. We're going to try to sort this out. There's only 27 seconds left on the clock. And sure enough, I think Iola's got the ball. I'm not sure what referees are held up. Not sure if Iola's getting another crack at the end zone here or if Parsons is getting the ball. Either way it works out, the Vikings are going to come out here with a win. The Vikings will go 3-0 on the season. Mustangs will fall to 1-2. Sure enough, Iola just gets a 5-yard penalty. And we'll have another play here. And nice defensive play by the Vikings. So with 24 seconds left in the game here, should be just a kneel down and that'll be the ball game. Didn't get the number on who made that block in the end zone, but it was a nice defensive play. Just slapped the ball to the ground. So it's going to be a very good win here for the Vikings tonight. Take them 3-0 on the season with a couple of home games coming up. And Riley Baker running in with the play. And Vikings are in victory formation. And Riley Baker takes a knee. So that's going to be the ball game. The Vikings are going to win 40-14. Let's just take a quick 30-second break, and then I'll come back to do the Bowen Pharmacy postgame report. You're listening to Viking football on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here along with Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And we are ready for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report. And the Vikings started off game with a touchdown to Jesse Jones, a 20-yard touchdown to make it 7-0. Then the second quarter, Jesse Jones had two more big receptions, one for 51, one for 92. Gets up 21-0. Then Riley Baker caught a 12-yard touchdown pass to make it 28-0. Then the Mustangs got on the board with a 32-yard touchdown to Adams from Weed to make it 28-7. Then 12 seconds later, J.J. Kendrick, 70-yard touchdown to make it 34-7. Then third quarter, Jamarion Washington with the 1-yard run to make it 40-7. And then Cortland Carson with a 10-yard run to make it 40-14. And that is your final score. The Parsons Vikings win 40-14. Vikings go 3-0. We'll host Baxter Springs at home next Friday night at 7 p.m. at Marvel Park. And the Iola Mustangs fall to 1-2. So that's going to end your broadcast for tonight. This is Tony Fuentes signing off from Iola, Kansas. Have a good night and go Vikings.